Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. Today we're going to take a look at this Android 13 right here. This guy got his EZA back in November for JP. Right now we're in a very, very dead period for Dokkan. You know, the movie stuff is coming out probably sooner rather than later, right? So we're just in a little bit of a lull period. I'm catching up on units I never got around to making proper videos for. Today we're looking at this EZA Android 13. Now, this guy is not a complete, like, sell-off, I think. One of the main things with this guy is he is on a couple of, minor teams. You know, well, he's on, Target Goku, Movie Boss, Android, and Artificial Lifeform. I remember using this guy in one of the anniversary, I think it was the GT Goku event missions. So, this guy as a free-to-play unit can be helpful, right? I think he's actually got a decent kit, all things considered. Now, basically, the thing with him is you want to be fighting either a Goku, Vegeta, or Trunks, essentially, right? And then with his EZA, they actually added Piccolo to his condition as well, to allow you to, you know, get basically, what is it that he gets? He gets 130% attack and defense if you're facing a Goku, Vegeta, Trunks, or Piccolo, right? And then he does get an additional 70% attack and defense for the rest of the fight, when 14 and 15 are attacking in the same turn. So we do have to get them at least on rotation once, and he gets a massive buff. Let's go ahead and see how we're going to look with this Android 13. He does stack both attack and defense on super attack. If we look at, dude, yeah, that 90k defense right there, that's it. That's just his 130% defense at the start of turn, right? Because it's just an enemy whose name includes Goku, Vegeta, Trunks, or Piccolo. He does stack, but remember, 13 does also get 40% damage reduction if he has 8 key or more. So it's like, you know, if you go into, say, the GT Legendary Goku event or the Legendary Vegeta event, and you're able to build up, you know, his defense for a while, and then you get to a point where he's got the damage reduction too. I think this Android 13 could potentially be a capable unit to use in some builds to try and, again, beat some of those, like, legendary event missions. I think that's probably the best, like, sort of, like, use for this guy. He, of course, is going to look, so 2 million right there. I mean, it's not super impressive. I don't know, like, I'm not like, oh my god, he's so bad, because it's like, he is a build-up unit, right? Like, you really do want to just stack up with this guy for a lot. And I am definitely viewing him as more of a defensive unit than anything, too, right? That's one of the main things with this guy is he wants to sort of operate in kind of a defensive manner. There's not really too many teams to run this guy on. Unfortunately, he is not on Cell's team, right? Remember, Cell is Android Cell Saga and then Power Absorption. The AGL, Android 13, is on Power Absorption, because he's a transforming Android 13, right, where he absorbs the parts of 14 and 15. But because this is just sort of like a base Android 13, he's not on Power Absorption, which then, again, essentially sort of robs him from being, you know, on that 200% lead. Because, you know, Android 13, he would have been, if he was on the team, if he had Power Absorption, he would have a 200% leader skill, but unfortunately he does not, right? Alright, so let's see what we get right here. So, now that 14 and 15 are in rotation, oh, that's a sizable increase. So between his stack, plus now he gets this permanent 70% attack and defense for the rest of the fight. Now, yeah, dude, the second turn, he's already looking respectable. Because after he supers, he's going to be over 200k defense with the damage reduction, right? Like, that's going to be good in, like, legendary events. Even at this point, like, you know, this essentially, it's turn 4, but it's his second rotation. This could be turn 3 right now. In Super Battle Road, 200k defense with damage reduction is solid. You know, 14 and 15, they're a little bit of an underrated unit as well. Because I think was that a 3 dodge? I think that was a 3 dodge. They give us the Scouter, right? 14 and 15 gives us the Scouter for the whole fight, if they're on rotation once for the Android 13. So, like, you could definitely make good use out of them. For, like, just basic, like, free-to-play EZA units, I think the 14, 15, and 13, to me, they have value. I see, like, a clearly defined role that they could occupy. So I do actually like 14, 15, and now 13, right? Definitely not bad at all. I'm curious, was that really a 3 dodge? It was. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Getting those 3 dodges, baby. Now, for this run right here, notice that we are only on the 150% Android team led by Super 17. We're going to do one more run, and we'll run Android 13's Android team, where we're going to get the 170% attack and defense. So he'll look a little bit better over there. Alright guys, let's go ahead and go through the events here, and we'll see how good we can get Android 13 to look. One thing that is good about this free-to-play unit is, compared to the Dokkan Fest, we've actually got his hat on, dude. I love it, I love it. So he's at 141k. Oh, his link set. Let's go over his link set. So his links are Red Urban Army, Android Assault, Tough as Nails. Okay, that's big. That's, you know, the defense and damage reduction. Big Bad Bosses, Fear and Faith, Nightmare, and Shattering the Limit. So he's got some stuff. Like, I feel like this Android 13 is not a throwaway, right? Like, he's not, you know, Dokkan Fest LR level or anything like that, but I like him. I do. I feel like when they build free-to-play units in this fashion, we have a direct, like spot where we could utilize them. I really hope that they continue to capitalize, make characters like this. Look at how good Yardrat Goku is, right? That's just like a free-to-play unit. You just grind him from the story event, and then you do the EZA area, which isn't that tough. And then he's great for, I mean, well, honestly, I mean, Yardrat Goku could be good in Red Zone, actually. It's just, as long as he doesn't get super. That's the only thing. Alright, we need to get Androids 14 and 15 on rotation, with 13 ASAP, right? Because remember, he gets a permanent 70% attack and defensive buff. You know what's interesting is 13's stats were actually so much higher on that last turn. Did it not count? Because we were fighting a Goku and Vegeta unit. It says when facing an enemy whose name includes Goku, Vegeta, Teen Trunks, or Piccolo, but I don't know. I wonder if it didn't actually count it because it was a Goku and Vegeta. That was weird. Right, because it's like now that I'm thinking about it, his stats were much higher in this last turn than they were before, right? So, all right. And again, once we get 14 and 15 next to him, he's going to get a nice little stats buff. And then I might just skip ahead several turns. We'll go ahead and stack up a little bit. Maybe see, you know, what Android 13 stats can get to in a little bit later. All right, so this is a very strong turn for him right here. We have so much support. We're activating Big Bad Bosses with Cell. So yeah, let's put Cell right there in the first slot. And let's see what Android 13 does in this rotation. So remember, we do have a permanent scout. Like, the thing about running this team, right, is that we have a permanent scouter up because we had 14 and 15 on rotation with an Android 13 during this run. So permanent scouter is just so strong. Yeah, 3.33. And he's not even, like, he hasn't even had 14 and 15 around. I don't think that Goku and Vegeta turn counted. Look at this bullshit. I think I want to transform into 16 to potentially take this hit right here. It's kind of unfortunate. I do have a couple of items we potentially could use. I actually think I'm going to use an item right here. I probably didn't need to, but I'm just going to go ahead and pop that. We could have transformed into Android 16 as well. Maybe I should have, right? It could have been fun. Alright, so I think I'm going to get this next turn right here. Now that 14 and 15 are on rotation, he gets another 70% attack and defense. And then I'll skip ahead a few turns, and we'll see what he's looking like. Alright, maybe it was good I used that Princess Snake, because he still took that much, even with the 30% damage reduction. So that's fine. And then on the next turn, Android 13 is going to transform into Fusion 13. So we've had a couple of good, like, strong support-heavy rotations for this Android 13. I like him, right? Like, if this is a character you just haven't grinded up or something like that, like, feel free to. He seems pretty solid to me. I think these types of events, this Android 13 can be good, right? And it's like, you know, if you're a global player, remember, they're adding a whole bunch of these missions during the anniversary, right? Okay, so we're going to have all 7 links activated. Yeah, dude, 300k defense? What? He has... Yeah, he's good. I mean, because he has 40% damage reduction when he attacks. He has to attack first, because it's the damage reduction is when Ki is 8 or more. he does have to attack first, right? So, you know, it's like you, for the most part, probably want to rock him in like slot 2 or 3, but that's not bad, dude. I kind of like this Android 13, seriously. I mean, 300k defense, it's only going to go up, right? Like, his defense is going to get better because he stacks. Strong unit. It's so weird. Like, they drop a free-to-play unit like this, like, and then there's like what like a lot of the anniversary character, like free-to-play characters look like and stuff like that. I'd much rather take this 13. This 13's pretty good. 3.67 with like 330k defense or whatever he's got with the damage reduction. He's good. Not bad. All right, Android 13, pretty good. I'm serious. I don't know. Like, hey, I love my defense. When you have damage reduction, right? Remember, the damage reduction really cuts down on the damage you take from super attacks, especially. And you pair that with like 300k defense, he's nasty, dude. Very nasty. Alright, I'm a few turns later, but this is just such a disgusting turn for him, right? Like, it's like we have everything activated except for, of course, the best Link Big Bad Bosses, but like, look at these stats, dude. Like, 344? Like, he's gonna be tanking even before he super attacks with these stats. If Great Ape Goku supers, well, actually, we know he's not gonna super attack because we have the permanent scouter, but like, if Goku would super after 13 supered right here, it's double digits. Like, for the rest of the fight from this point on, I'm pretty sure it's double digits at any point, if we get super attack. Like, that's just crazy. That's actually really quite impressive, right? Like, just being able to tank like this, because, you know, the tech Super Saiyan 4 Goku in this fight, like, he still hits pretty hard. And 13 would just completely tank it. Alright, here we go, continuing on, and look at this. 474k. I know it's easy to just go like, oh my god, stacking unit stacks, which, yeah, is true, but again, I mean, he's got damage reduction too, right? Like, it's not just that he has these attack stats, but he's also got the 40% damage reduction, which I think is going to be pretty impactful, so not bad. Android 13 is definitely looking like a fairly solid free-to-play EZA. Glad I had time to finally do a video on him. Look at this, 4 million right there. Defense is about to be above 400k, and he's got the damage reduction. This Android 13 is looking really solid. I actually like this Android 13 quite a bit, man. He's good. He's pretty good. Alright, guys, we'll make this the final rotation right here, but our boy Android 13, man, he does look quite good, right? I mean, we got all 7 links activated, 561k defense. With the damage reduction, I mean, this guy is tanking red zone bosses in this setup. Even though the Android team is now so powerful, the way 13 his categories are, he's not actually on it, right? So, you know, when this guy gets like a legitimate team, he potentially could be pretty solid, I think, in some stages. I do think that with a real team, this Android 13 potentially could be solid in like a red zone stage as well. I mean, the only thing is that none of the red zone stages are against Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, or Teen Trunks, too. Right? The extra stats Android 13 gets are definitely very helpful for that. So maybe if we do get extra red zone stages against hero characters, which would be really good, this 13 potentially could be a solid option, man. So, I like this Android 13. I like him quite a bit. Alright, guys, I guess we could actually get this rotation, too, because, I mean, we're going to see Android 13 tank this right here. So, I mean, he's up to 600k. Again, we got all 7 links activated. Let's watch Android 13 just completely stonewall Super Saiyan 4 Goku's attack right here. This is not going to take us out at all. So, alright, man, sure. Let's see what we got. 14 and 15 are definitely much better on rotation when a Fusion Android 13 is around for them, right? I mean, this rotation for them, they've got their full buffs, basically. So let's see what we get from Android 13. He'll be able to put up a reasonable attack stat. Yeah, 4.47 on top of the defensive level that he's got right now is crazy. Like, yeah, this is double digits right here. There's no way this does damage, right? Like, wow. Yeah, that's, I mean, the Dragon Fist hits hard. It's not like it's some weak little, you know, pussy attack. Like, he could do damage with that. Android 13, man. Alright, this is Ruthless Android. Android 13. His leader skills physical type enemies minus 40% to attack and defense. His super attack is the SS Deadly Bomber, which stacks attack and defense, does supreme damage to the enemy, and then lowers enemy defense. His passive skill, Data Link, gives him 130% attack at the start of turn. Then he reduces damage received by 40% when key is 8 or more. Then he gets an additional 130% attack and defense if he's fighting an enemy whose name includes Goku, Vegeta, Teen Trunks, or Piccolo. And then he gets an additional 70% attack and defense for the rest of the fight when your team has Android 14 and 15 attacking in the same turn. His links are Red Ribbon Army, Android Assault, Tough as Nails, Big Bad Bosses, Nightmare, Fear and Faith, and Shattering the Limit. His health multiplier is 135%. In terms of an EZA he would help out in, I mean, there is Physical Future Gohan, the Super Saiyan 1. He probably would help out potentially in the Kid Trunks, Kid Goten, and Android 18 EZA also. And then finally, our boy Android 13 is on a couple of category teams here. He, of course, is on the Target Goku category team. He also is on Movie Bosses, which very well could be a very nasty team very soon after the movie comes out. He's also over here on the Android category team. And then finally, he is on the Artificial Lifeform team. So let me know what you guys think of this free-to-play Android 13. I thought he was pretty good. After his EZA, I think he's a fairly solid unit. I could see this guy having a lot of potential use in the future, right? If they do expand upon the Red Zone, you know, say, I don't know, an Android/Cell Saga, right? You know, where you fight all the super units, right? Like Super Vegeta has a stage, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan has a stage, stuff like that. This guy could potentially be really good in a Red Zone against super class enemies. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.